Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Code Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation is Dhanasari Mahalla Panjwa, composition of the fifth Nanak Gur Arjan. The recitation. Dhanasari Mahalla Panjwa, Jin Kine Vas Apunai Tre Gun Pavan Chatur Sansara, Jug Isnan Tap Than Khande, Kya Eho Jant Vichara. Jin Kine Vas Apunai Tre Gun Pavan Chatur Sansara, Jug Isnan Tap Than Khande, Kya Eho Jant Vichara. Literally, what is being said is what? What in the face of Maya, the Maya that controls, Jin Kine Vas Apunai. What does it control? It controls Tre Gun, the three-structured quality of phenomena. And it also controls Bhavana Chatur Sansara, the four quarters of the world mansion. Now, these are established metaphysical beliefs in the Indian systems, that Maya is made of what is called three gunas. We'll talk about that. And that there are four realms to the universe, four quarters, four directions. So what the Guru is saying is that in the face of a Maya that controls all of this, what can this insignificant creature accomplish? Kya hai janta vichara? And accomplish through what? Jag isanan tapathan khande. Jag here is ritual, sacrificial ritual, ablutions, austerities. In other words, how on earth can you hope to control a Maya with just rituals like these? The Guru is telling us how is Maya constructed, the architecture of Maya, which is the creative matrix behind that causes the world of phenomena, which controls everything in it. So the Trigun, or the three qualities, are namely Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. These three together constitute the substance of Maya. We call them qualities. These qualities that together form the substance of Maya form the building blocks of all phenomena. All sensations, all emotions, feelings, experiences are nothing more than various configurations and ratios of these Trigun qualities. So everything that you see, observe, object is in some ways configured with these three qualities. So Sattvic means a balance. Rajas means activity, and Tamas is inertia. So everything is a combination of these things, and that is what defines their form and function. Now, the orthodox schools of philosophy view Maya as creating a false reality, an illusion. But Sikhi accepts Maya, but it differs in that it views it as real, but ephemeral, that is to say, it is fleeting, and it sees Maya as differentiated reality, as against Ik, which is undifferentiated absolute reality. So against this Maya and its control over conditioned existence, the Guru is asking, what can this poor creature really accomplish through worldly purifications and austerities? Why? Because these are actually Maya's own tools that keep you busy within her jurisdiction. You cannot defeat Maya using Maya's methods. And the point is not defeat so much as control, because it's creative. In the Rahau, Prabh ki ot gahi to chuto, Sad prasad har 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 gaye, Bikhe bead tab huto. This is how you liberate yourself. Prabh ki ot gahi. Gahi is to extract, meaning looking for, mining. I found shelter in the Prabh self. Prabh ki ot gahi. Only then, the Guru says, I was released, freed. Tao chuto. And through the grace of the perfected one, Sadhu Prasad, which again here points to the Guru principle, thanks to the grace of the perfected ones, I cultivated the virtues of the Har Self in thought, in word, and deed. Har, har, har gai. And then the poison of cravings receded. Bikhe bead tab huto. So release is achieved not by effort alone, but by a fundamental reorientation. You see, shelter is existential, placing the center of oneself outside of the ego. In other words, recentering. The Guru goes on to explain, Neh suniye, neh mukhte bakiye, neh moho oh dithi, ऐसी ठगोरी पाए बुलावे, मन सबके लागे मीठी. It is neither heard, nah suniye, nor spoken, nah mukhte bakiye, nor seen, na mohe oditi. So it binds you without any visible signs. It binds you with attachment. Aisi Tagori paye bhulave. Such is the intoxication, such is the deception, the delusion, that it bewilders, paye bhulave. And it seems very sweet to every mind. So Maya is imperceptible. It operates beneath conscious awareness. It cannot be heard, it cannot be spoken of or seen, but it projects visible phenomena. One only notices its effects, which are the compulsions, the distortions, and the patterns of behavior that are hard to break. Mai baap poot hit bhrata, उन्हें घर घर मेले ओ दुआ, किस ही वाद घाट किस ही पह, सगले लर लर मुआ. Mother, father, child, sibling. Maya has paired us together in every household, creating duality, pairs. So this essentially creates tension and frictions in all households. It pairs everyone in a relationship of matrix, right? In a relationship matrix. You have a mother, you have a father, a child, friend, sibling, who all come together. A connection is created, but it masks an underlying duality. It's a zero-sum game where some gain and some lose. Now, importantly, there is a dual reading of this verse, which is to read Mai, Baap, Poot, Hit, Bharata, not as literal persons, but as psychic roles within a single consciousness. This is the cast of characters that are inner, that inhabit the psyche, the mother being the nurturing, protective, and sometimes smothering inner voice, the father, the Baap, being the authority structure, the judgment, the internalized should and law, the child, the vulnerable, dependent, playful, and wounded younger self, still active, even as an adult, a supportive, loyal witness the friend, also the part that can feel betrayed or abandoned, a sibling, peer rivalry, competition for resources. So the verse says, Uni ghar ghar melyo dua, that one, through the mechanism of Maya, has arranged these dualities or opposing poles in every house. So that household, apart from being the external household, is the interior space of consciousness, where all of these roles have competing agendas and they vie for control. But the Guru says, Haum balihare Satgur apane, Jin eh chalat dikhaya, Guji pahe chale sansara, Pagat na byape maya. Haum balihare, I am devoted to the true enlightener, the Guru, who has showed me how this worldly drama plays out. The whole world burns in a hidden inward fire, Guji Bahe Jale Sansara, but the devotee is not touched by it. The hidden fire is Trishna, our constant anxiety, insecurity. It is that inner emotional combustion that is visible outwardly as consumerism, status anxiety, toxic relationships. It is through the enlightener Guru that a shift in perception occurs, which reveals to you the mechanism underneath. And once you see the mechanism, it loses its spell. You know how it works. So a Bhagat lives within this combustible world, but remains untouched by the world, but not being in it. Sant prasad mahasukh paya, sagale bandhan kaate, har har naam nanak dhan paya, apne ghar le aya kaate. Sukh, Sant prasad mahasukh paya. The grace of the Guru brings supreme peace. All egoic bonds are cut off. Nanak declares that he has obtained the wealth of the wisdom, Naam, earned it and dwells on it. So a Bhagat is marked by freedom from compulsive patterns, because the Bhagat is now anchored in a steadfast inner resource, the enlightener Guru. External validation loses its importance because self-assurance is established from within. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.